Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Moxie Monday. Can you guys hear me okay and see my screen? Give me a thumbs up or type in the chat. Good to go. All righty, thank you. Okay, so today we are going to be going over how to embed luxury magazine, blue book, black book into your Moxie website. So as we all know, we have a website provided through Moxie, which is totally awesome. You can build it out however you would like to. And today I just wanted to kind of show how you can embed some of those things into your website to create tools that will hopefully drive engagement for your site and get people talking about you a little bit more. So of course, to access our Moxie website, we are going to sign into CB Desk. From here, I'm going to click on my Moxie Work square. And then from here, I am going to go ahead and navigate up across the top to where it says My Website. This is going to open us up into our website admin page where we can make any edits that we want. So if you've ever been in here before, you know this is kind of the main landing page. It gives you a list of kind of common tasks right here in the middle that you can complete. Today we're going to be working mainly in site pages. And today is also relatively simple, but it is still a very important thing, I think, and a nice tool to have to add onto your website. So as we get started, before we really dive in, I'm going to click on the Visit Site button in the upper left-hand corner. It's in the very, very top. And when we click into that, it is going to show what our website will look like as if someone is visiting it from the internet. So this is going to be exactly what someone is seeing. The menu options are going to be the same. All of the text will be the same. So this is a really nice tool to kind of have open when you are making any changes to your website. That way you can kind of see what you are doing as you're going, make sure that it looks okay, that you like the way that it presents onto your actual site that is public. So I'm going to have this tab open over here so I can kind of see once I do add in this page, how to access it and all of that. But before I get into showing you how to do it, I wanted to show you kind of what this will look like at the end result. So up across the top here, you can see I have all of my different menu bars. And I do have one labeled for the Blue Book. So I've previously embedded the CB Blue Book into my website. And this is what it will look like after you do embed the page in, whether it's the Blue Book, the Black Book, the Luxury Magazine. So it sits right nestled within your website, which is great because they stay on your web page, and any clicks or anything that they do is going to drive up your search engine optimization, which is going to make your website more findable to anyone who's looking for it. So we see this little preview of the Blue Book, and there is these handy little arrows on each side where they can click through. They can click through the entire page. They can also see what page they're on and kind of change how they're viewing the pages. They can view them kind of as an outward way like this in a grid view, or they can have the traditional page view as well. So like I said, I just kind of wanted to show you kind of what our end goal is here today before we jump in and actually start making those edits. So again, this is just adding a very simple tab up across your menu on your website, which will allow you to embed any kind of the brand tools that we have linked in Schmidt Resources. So now we are going to get into actually making those changes. So I'm back over here in my website editor and my admin tool. And as I said, we are going to be working primarily in our site pages today. So on the left-hand navigation over here, there's this long list of things. There's one option that says Site Pages. If you just click over that, it's going to open you up into the Pages menu where you can kind of drag and drop pages however you would like. You can manage your pages here, make things hidden, delete pages, all of that good stuff. And since we are going to be creating a new page, we are going to hit the Add New button up at the very top. And it's going to open up this little window, and there will be a drop down here, and mine is automatically defaulting to custom page, which is what we want. If yours does not say custom page here, just click on this drop down and find custom page and select it. And then go ahead and hit submit after you get there. From here, it is going to ask us to give our page a title. So this is going to be the title that's going to show up as this menu link. So you want to give it a name that tells the person viewing your website exactly what it is. So I'm going to do the luxury magazine today. So I'm going to type in luxury magazine. And it's really important that you give it a name. You can go back and change this if you forget to name it or if you want to change whatever you name it. You can go back and edit it in your site pages menu, but it's just easier, I think, to edit it right here at the very beginning. And once we do that, I'm going to click into this little builder square over here. So if you see, it's kind of grayed out because we're currently on text editor, but I'm going to click on where it says builder. It will more than likely ask you if you would like to leave the site and you want to click leave. And now we are in our website builder, which is where we're going to be able to actually embed the page that we would like to. So to find the page that we want, I'm going to jump over to Schmidt Resources. If you've never been there before, it is schmidtresources.com, as you can see up here in my search bar. And then I'm going to go ahead and click into Michigan. That's the state that I'm in, but you can click into whichever state you currently sit in. I'm going to click there. And then from here, I'm going to click into the technology square, which for me is in this first row all the way over to the right. From here, I'm going to click into the Moxi work square. And then our Moxi work square has a ton of helpful information. If you've never clicked into this square before, there is lots of links to different trainings, as well as contact information for some of us on the support team and tech trainers. Some of this is a little bit out of date, but there is good information in this square if you have not taken a look at it. Now, all the way towards the bottom is going to be where we find our embed codes. So down here, you can see all of the different pages that we can actually embed directly into our website. So as you can see, we have the luxury magazine, the blue book, and the black book. Today, I'm going to be focusing on the luxury magazine, but the process is the same for any of these three options. So just know that if you are watching this and you do not want to embed the luxury magazine, but maybe you want to embed the blue book, the process is going to be the same no matter which page you're selecting. So it does give you a little bit of direction up here. So it says to copy and paste the full code length. So the code length is this right here that we're looking at. So even on these ones that have parts of it that kind of look like a separate link, you would still want to highlight this entire thing to copy it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that now. I'm just going to highlight this whole thing, right click and hit copy. And then I'm going to navigate over to my page builder again where I was. So now that we're back in this page, I'm going to drag in this HTML and pop it into this square that was over here. And it's going to open up a little box here, and I am going to simply paste this code in and hit save. You can see kind of back here in the background, it already popped in that luxury magazine. And then if this popped in the way that I like it and it's not giving you any error code, if it does give you an error code, you likely did not copy the whole code or got some kind of an extra character in there. Once you're done, you're going to hit the blue done button in the upper right-hand corner. You do have the ability to either save this as a draft where it won't be published directly to your website, or you can go ahead and hit the publish button and it will be posted and updated on your website right away. And now, whoops, if we go back into our I'm going to hit the back button here and go, or I'm going to click on my admin home, sorry. So up in the left-hand corner of that page we were just on, if we click on the admin home, you will then be able to navigate again to your site pages. And we should now have a page right down here at the bottom labeled Luxury Magazine. And this again, you can drag and drop anywhere that you want in your site's navigation menu. So maybe you want it to be kind of up more towards the front. So I just dragged it and dropped it up here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the publish button down in the very bottom, because if we don't hit this publish button, we are not going to save our changes. And now when I pop back over into my website and I refresh it, you will see now there is a luxury magazine tab right here on my menu. I'll go to my home page so it's a little bit clearer. Now there is a luxury magazine tab, and if I click into that, it is going to open up, just like it did the Blue Book, the luxury magazine right into my website, which is then clickable. They can look through and see any of the stuff. So again, this is a relatively simple process, and we do have those codes already ready for you in Schmidt Resources for the luxury magazine, the Blue Book, and the Black Book. So this is a really great tool. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. I'll watch that for the next couple of seconds, or you can unmute and ask. All right, I'm not seeing anything. That's really all that I have for you guys today. So I hope that you found this useful, and go ahead and get to popping those embed codes in and drive some more people to your website. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will